amino acids. 9 of those 27 amino acids we have to get from food. Okay? Our body doesn't just make them like the other ones, like creatine and whatnot. We get from food. Okay? So those 9 are called the essential amino acids. Okay, a protein is complete if it's complete with all 9 essential amino acids. Okay, that's what makes it complete, is it has all 9 of those essential amino acids that we need to get from food. So how many do you think an incomplete protein has? Not all 9. Yeah, less than 9. So 2, 5, 8, 1, whatever. Not 9, less than 9. And the number is different for all foods. So complete proteins are what, Spencer?
Like
Animal products, yeah. So let's name a few of those. What are some animal products? Milk, bacon, eggs, ham, meat, beef, fish, chicken, sweet pork burritos,
Eggs.
Okay, yeah, complete proteins, just name a few of those. Okay. Yeah. So incomplete proteins, they are plant products. So name a few of those. Tofu, yeah, that's incomplete, whoever said that. That's kind of the same as a similar list as complex carbohydrates. Fish would be complete because it's animal. Incomplete are like beans, rice, even your like grains and bread, legumes. I'm drawing a blank now, but yeah, like plant products, those are your incomplete proteins. Lettuce, yeah. Vegetables. Okay, yeah, question.
So like vegetarians and vegans,
Ooh,
they focus on incomplete, but if they don't have like all the amino acids, how do their bodies?
that's a good question. So let's back up a little bit. What's a vegetarian? Hold on, listen up. What's a vegetarian?
Someone who doesn't eat animals.
No,
No?
vegan.
Oh, a vegan is someone who doesn't use anything animal, right? And
Right.
then a vegetarian just doesn't eat meat.
Right, you got it. So you probably had it right. You just
Okay, yeah.
different. So vegetarians, they don't eat meat, right? That's their rule. Vegetarians don't eat meat. Vegans don't eat animal products. Okay, so what does that include that vegetarians eat? Milk, eggs, butter, stuff like that, cheese, yeah. So vegans don't eat that stuff. Okay, so Kobe's question. Kobe's question is, vegans don't eat complete proteins, right? They don't eat animal products. Vegetarians do. They eat eggs and, I guess eggs is a question mark with vegetarians, but like milk and cheese and stuff like that they can eat. Vegans don't. They don't eat complete proteins. So, how do they get all 9 amino acids? Yeah. And that's really the answer. You can combine incompletes to make a complete protein. One example that's been around for centuries is rice and beans. Those are 2 incomplete proteins where when you combine them, they're a complete protein. Like they have all 9 amino acids and you're good. So vegans, how many of you know a vegan? Know a vegan, or how many of you are a vegan? Okay. Okay, usually vegans, they know a lot about this stuff. Like they know what foods what incomplete proteins you can eat and combine to get complete proteins. Because that's something that's missing out of their diet, is those complete proteins. So let's keep going. Fats. Fats. 9 calories per gram. So more than double proteins and carbs. For every gram of fat you eat, you get 9 calories. Okay, here's some benefits of fat. They provide energy number 2. So really, like when you're doing a workout, you don't only use carbohydrates. You'll get into your fats, what you have stored as fat as well. But it's the second source of energy for your body. Fats. Carbohydrates can burn faster and easier. Where once you get into fats, burning fats, it slows down. Like how So anyway, fats are energy number 2. They insulate your body. They cushion your organs. Like fats are good in that sense. Like you need fat to protect your body and cushion your organs. What are the 2 subcategories for fats?
Saturated and trans.
Yeah, you got it. Everyone's heard it before. Saturated and unsaturated. So a saturated fat, I'll just tell you now, is animal fats. So our same list is complete proteins like bacon, ham, fish, chicken, beef. Those are saturated fats. Unsaturated fats are, it's more specific. Unsaturated fats are specifically vegetable oils. So name a few vegetable oils. Olive oil, what else? Canola, vegetable oil, yeah.
Peanut oil.
What?
Peanut oil.
Peanut oil, coconut oil. Coconut's a seed. I believe that's unsaturated fat though. Corn oil, so on. Okay, when you look at the back of a food label, not that you look at the back of food labels often, but usually when you're eating like Captain Crunch, you look at the back of the box, right?
Of course.
No? Okay. Okay, anyway, when you're looking at a food label, okay, come back. Focus. When you're looking at a food label, there's usually 3 types of fats that you see. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But you see these 2, saturated and unsaturated. What's the one that's missing? Yeah. Monounsaturated, polyunsaturated, but those are less common than one other I'm thinking of. Trans fat, yeah. Okay, trans fat. Let me explain trans fat here for a second. Trans fat is man-made. Okay, it's not natural. Saturated fat comes from animals. Unsaturated comes from vegetable oil. But trans fat is man-made. We came up with this on our own. Okay, so right here we got a saturated fat cell. Right here we have an unsaturated fat cell. Okay, this cell right here, the saturated one, it is saturated with hydrogen atoms. Okay, what does saturated mean? Filled up, right? So it's full of hydrogen atoms. It's saturated with them. Okay. An unsaturated fat cell is not quite saturated with hydrogen atoms. It's unsaturated, all right? That's what it's talking about, hydrogen atoms when saturated and unsaturated. So what we did, this is trans fat, still talking about trans fat here. We took an unsaturated fat cell and we filled it up, or we took vegetable oil, right? And we filled it up with hydrogen atoms, okay? Has anyone ever heard the word hydrogenation before? It's a process, a few of you, okay. That's hydrogenation. It's making trans fat. We filled an unsaturated fat cell, or vegetable oil, up with hydrogen atoms, and we made trans fat, okay? If you had to pick one of the 3, which is the most unhealthy, it would definitely be trans fat, like trans fat's the winner. So why did we do it?
Because it's delicious.
Because it's delicious, right? Like it tastes better. It makes money, like trans fat. Like there's a market for it. You make stuff. Yet, like along with taste, it's also a preservative, which can be beneficial. We sacrifice our health a little bit because of it, but it's a preservative. Trans fat is, and yeah, the taste basically, like it will sell, and there you go. Okay, let's move on. Let's go to vitamins.